Okay, girl talking grace. Ooh, I'm on fire today. Okay, so we're gonna go a little deeper because the last time I kind of talked about patterns and how we know what to do and that we just need to execute it. But this time, I want to talk about why we stay connected to what we already know isn't good for us. Yes, Lord, thank you. So, an attachment. Let's define an attachment. An attachment isn't just about a person. It's anything that our heart has gotten tied to. Ooh, I bet this came on because I saw my friend Jacqueline Kemp. She posted something about soul ties, and it got me thinking. And I thought, ooh, just kind of like my friend Tiffany. She had posted about standing in the gap, and it was just like floods of information. And I was like, oh, well, I want to do that because I was already thinking about this, and it lines up perfectly. Well, here's another one. I think the Holy Spirit is just moving. So, again, an attachment is just about a person and anything that our heart is tied to, that your spirit has already been questioning. An attachment is like when your emotions hold on to something and your discernment is trying to release. And yes, this can be a relationship, but it's not just that. It can be a habit. Something that we run to when we're stressed. It can be a mindset, the way you think about yourself. It can be your phone. Scrolling, checking, distracting. It can be comfort. Avoiding the very thing that God told you to step into. It can be even success. Chasing validation, approval, achievement. And not everything that you're attached to is bad, but it can still be holding you back. So let's be real for a second. Sometimes it is a person. That relationship, the one that you asked God about, and if you're honest, He already answered you through the red flags, through the inconsistency and the confusion, like we talked about, through that feeling that you couldn't shake, but yet you still stayed. You went back, you answered that text, you gave it another chance. Sometimes we don't miss the person, we miss how they made us feel. Because attachments, they can tend to not be logical. It's emotional. It's not always about them. It's about what they give you. Whether it's attention, validation, comfort, distraction, feeling chosen and special, not feeling alone. That's a hard one. I just don't want to be alone. You're not always attached to the person. You're attached to the feeling. Sometimes you're attached to who you used to be. The version of you that copied a certain way. Like reacted a certain way, survived a certain season. You can outgrow a version of you and still feel pulled back to it. Like, oh, in my younger days, or oh, in my prime, looking back. Sometimes you're not stuck, you're just attached to comfort. You say you want more, but you keep choosing what's easy. Staying in bed, avoiding the work, putting it off. You don't always need more motivation. You need to let go of comfort. Sometimes it's not even deep. It's just a constant distraction, whether it's, scrolling, checking, filling every quiet moment. And here's something, this is a good one. If you can't sit in silence, you'll stay attached to noise. Sometimes it's the way you see yourself. Oh, this is just how I am. I've always been like this. You will protect an identity, even if it's the very thing that is holding you back. And this one is sneaky. You can be attached to something that isn't bad, but it's not what God has for you. Or maybe it's not what God has for you anymore. Not everything you need to release is toxic. Some things are just no longer assigned to you. And this is where it gets real. You know, you can feel one thing and know something else. Just because it feels strong doesn't mean it's right. Attachment will have you ignoring red flags, justify behavior, lower your standards, and stay longer than you should. Attachment will have you negotiating with what God has already told you no about. So what does breaking it actually look like? It's not just walking away. It's staying away. It's not responding, not checking, not reopening what God closed. And yes, it's uncomfortable. It's quiet. It feels empty at first. Breaking attachment will feel like loss. It'll feel like loss sometimes, or like you're mourning a death before it feels like freedom. So let me ask you, what are you attached to that you already know God has been asking you to release? The hardest part, it isn't always seeing the truth. It's accepting it. Accepting it and letting it go anyway. You don't need more clarity. You need the courage to release it. All right. Thank you guys for listening. I just had to get that out. I thought, that goes perfectly with it. Anyways, let me know what you guys think.